The night began with an event that plunged all of Greece into a shadow of fear. At midnight, a deafening white light suddenly spread across the sky, like someone had turned the moon into gunpowder and blown it apart. What happened next was even more terrifying. Complete silence. No lightning, no thunder, no wind. Only a silence that weighed heavily on every heart. When people stepped outside, they all saw the same thing: black smoke curling from the peak of Mount Olympus, twisting up into the sky like snakes. And within that smoke, there was a power, alive, greedy, hungry. The gods ran to Zeus's chamber, but the sight inside stole their breath. Deep black handprints smeared the walls, as if shadows themselves had dragged their way inside. Broken marble lay scattered across the floor, and in the center, Zeus lay unconscious. Hera shouted, "Zeus, open your eyes!" When he did, their light was gone, like the day had been stolen from the sky. Hermes noticed it immediately. Zeus's thunderbolt, once brighter than the sun itself, now lay extinguished, dull and lifeless, like burnt ash. Athena whispered, "Someone has stolen his power." But the question remained, who? Zeus was the king of both heaven and earth. Stealing his power was impossible, unless a creature existed that could swallow light itself. At that very moment, the foundations of Olympus shook. The mountain cracked, and a dark chasm appeared, from which smoky fingers rose into the air and wrote a message. "The one who will overthrow you is the one you forgot to imprison." Hera's eyes widened. This is the writing of a titan." And then a face emerged from the shadows. The one Zeus had defeated centuries ago and imprisoned in the depths. Erebus, the ancient god of darkness, the enemy of light, the killer of peace, the first being to ever learn to swallow light itself. Erebus whispered, "Zeus, you have always claimed lightning as your throne. Today, I have stolen the breath of that lightning." Zeus struggled to stand, but there was no fear in his eyes, only an anger that could split mountains. Power can be stolen, but my will cannot. He pressed his hand to the ground, sending his last remaining energy into the sky. The clouds above burst apart. A light, weaker in force but fierce in determination, struck the shadows. Erebus screamed as his face began to tear apart, smoke curling back into darkness. The chasm slammed shut. For the first time, thunder rolled across the sky again, weak but alive. Zeus looked up at the heavens and said, "When power falters, it can be fought back. But if darkness reaches the doorstep, the guard must change." Olympus was saved, but Zeus knew the darkness would try again. From that night on, Greece realized for the first time, light sometimes wins, simply because it refuses to surrender.